I've had tons of questions about Sam breaking his foot before his title fight last Saturday night in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. So here's how it happened. The event was on the beach, so they had temporary tents set up for the fighters to warm up. Sam normally does 4 3-minute rounds for warm-up. His first warm-up round was with his wife, McKee. Second warm-up round, Ed Herman.
That's it. Short fuse is a winner again.
Yep, that Ed Herman. Super awesome guy. The third round is when the break actually happened. So what had happened was Karate Combat brought a local company in to build the platforms to put the tents on so the fighters could warm up prior to their matches. And they left this gap in the flooring that you couldn't see because of the workout mats on top of it. Sam was in his third round of warm-ups and stepped on that crack, and his pinky toe touched his big toe. We all heard it pop and immediately knew something was wrong. But he was adamant that he was going out to fight. We didn't say anything about it prior to the fight because basically we didn't want to get back to Arroyo's camp that something was wrong with Sam's foot. But the commentators picked up on it pretty quick and had their own theories on why Sam was limping around a little bit.
Can't put my finger on it. Maybe he's just carrying around some big balls, who knows, you know?
I'm convinced Sam Alvey is tougher than Chuck Norris. I stumped my toe on something, I'm down for the count. He went out to fight and defend his heavyweight title on a broken foot. After the fight, his foot started swelling up real bad. We couldn't find any crutches. I said, I'll be right back. I went and disassembled the broom, brought it back, and said, here's your cane, buddy. Look, it's Gandalf.
You shall not pass.
Sam is one of the nicest and most humble people you will ever meet in your life. But let me tell you this, he is tough with 2 F's. A broke foot. That's next level.
Rules play out, that is what would be in store if they deem it was.
Hey guys, so as most of you know, and you just watched the beginning of this, I broke my foot 20 minutes before I fought, 25 minutes before I got headbutted into oblivion. I am still the Karate Combat champion, but ever since that moment I've just been trying to heal my foot. Karate Combat has done a lot to keep me motivated, to keep me getting healthy, and to make sure I get to fight again. They told me I'm going to be headlining the card on July 25th, which will be hosted in Nashville. So if you're in the area, come on down. But more importantly, my foot has been a hindrance to me for this last, 8 weeks just about. I limped for a good part of it. I kind of sort of re-hurt it, and right now it's feeling pretty good. Ever since I hurt it, I've been in the weight room, I've been on the elliptical, I've been doing everything I can to keep myself in shape without putting much weight on my foot. I started doing jiu-jitsu again a few weeks ago, just starting on my butt. Yeah, I'm one of those guys now. I'm a butt scooter. Oh, I hate it. But I've been very protective of my foot. I haven't sparred. I haven't done anything fun since my fight. This, I want to show you, is the first time I have sparred, the first time I have done anything fun in combat sports since I broke my foot. This is Champions Corner Boxing in Murfreesboro. I've been working with them for the last, 1 camp and now 2 camps. Bill Taylor is the head instructor. It is a karate dojo, and in the back they've got a good boxing program. The man I'm sparring right now, I don't want to give his name because I'm not sure he wanted me to film him. He's a good dude, but a lot of boxers don't like it, and I figure with the headgear you wouldn't know who he is. But he is Tennessee State boxing champion. And you'll see, especially in round 2, the last 30 seconds of every round, he turns it up, and man, it shows how flat-footed I am right now. As you're watching, you see my back foot, my left foot is turned the wrong way. It is my lead foot that's broken, and I'm trying to keep the weight off it. It doesn't hurt that I'm putting weight on it, but I am aware it could hurt. And that's what I have to start killing in my brain. I have to stop thinking about my foot at all moments. So I've got more weight on my back foot than I should. My lead foot is where a lot of my power comes from. And because I'm not, there's my daughter. Because I'm not able to throw that lead hook, lead jab quite as much as I would like to. That rotten kid of mine. It's changing the way I'm boxing a little bit. Over the next 8 weeks, 7.5 weeks now, I need to correct that. I need to get lighter on my feet. I need to be able to go with these lighter guys. Now, as I said, I have been lifting constantly since I hurt myself, since I got back from my fight. Everything I've done has been weightlifting centric. And so I got big and strong. Now I got to get fast. I've done the big and strong thing. I'm lifting more than I ever had before. And now I got to start losing some of that weight, start getting a little quicker. And today is day one of that. It just so happened that my wife had some doctoring to do, so I had to bring all my kids with me. So you hear them in the back. I got the volume on them turned down a little bit, but you will hear them crying a bit, rabble-rousing a bit, cheering me on probably more than they should. But they enjoy watching me spar. They know how much fun it is, and they know how good my opponents are. Like I said, that's a Tennessee State boxing instructor. Last 30 seconds, he starts getting in my face. He starts pushing back. Even though I have the size advantage, he understands the sport, and he understands what I need, and he's giving me everything he can. And you'll see here in about a minute, he starts tagging me pretty good. He starts bouncing my head off the ropes a little bit. Round one done. Round two. I just love sparring. It is the most fun you can have on 2 feet. So I've made the excuses for myself. Yeah, I'm heavy on my back foot, too light on my lead foot, not snapping things quite like I wanted to. But this is my first day back, so cut me some slack. No, when I broke my foot. And here's some fun news about karate combat. I broke my foot 20 minutes before the fight. I was the main event. They had me down there all week. I was not going to pull out. I'm tougher than I am smart, I tell you what. I'm actually selling those t-shirts now, so check out my TikTok shop to buy the shirt. It's just true. I should have said, no, I can't do it. Y'all broke my foot. It's not what I did. I went out there, and I felt good enough. I couldn't move like I wanted to, but I felt good enough. I got out there. I had a decent first round, having a better second round. Then I got headbutted, and I didn't know what was happening. By the way, that changed my philosophy on fighting. If ever I get in a street fight, I'm headbutting the shit out of everybody. That is all I'm doing. I'm not throwing fists. I'm not throwing elbows. I'm not kicking in the head. I'm just headbutting. Anyways, back to karate combat. It was a decent fight. It was going well. I was very comfortable with what was going to happen to it. He was a nice enough guy. What was his name? Antonio Arroyo. It's a Brazilian name. He was a nice enough guy. We had some fun back and forths a little bit. He was trying. He wasn't quite as sharp-witted as Smiling Sam. But now that he headbutted me, next time he might be. But karate combat, they only owed me my show money. I got out there, I gave it hell, got headbutted. They didn't owe me the win money. I didn't know they were going to give it to me. And President Awesome called me not long after and said, Sam, we're going to give you your win money as well. I said, are you serious? I said, I appreciate it greatly. I was gonna bug you for something, but I wasn't going to bug you for something, but I'm very, very grateful that you're considering it. And so he ran it up the line, and Karate Combat's going to give me my win money, even though I didn't technically win the fight. It sounds like they're going to give Antonio a rematch, which is fine. I said, yeah, you want a rematch, let's go for it. It was an easy fight the first time. It would be an even better fight the second time. I want to do it in Nashville, though. Nashville is my hometown. This is where I live. Well, just outside of Nashville, but Nashville is... I'm actually in my food truck right now in Nashville, selling pizza and paninis tonight. Loving life. Anyways, Nashville, July 25th. I'm fighting Antonio again. My backyard against a man who headbutted me. And I said before the fight, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to cheat. He cheated. He didn't beat me, though. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe you got to cheat better if you want to beat me. But I hope, if you live in the area, anywhere near me, I hope you come out and support, because I want to sell out this arena. I want this arena to be my backyard, my friends, my family, my everything. When I walk out, I want you all to cheer. I want you all to boo at him. I want it to be an uproar, a ruckus. I want him to be nervous. He's going to get in trouble in the parking lot. Because that is so much fun. A true fighter, myself, and I'm going to assume him, love that feeling. Love having our back up against the wall. Love trying to upset the crowd. And the louder it is, the more I will feed on it. Whether it's loud for me or loud against him, I will feed on it. I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you all clear your calendars. July 25th, 2024. I'm in Nashville. Possibly the Bridgestone Stadium. I'm not sure yet, but possibly. Oh, man, my son dropped the phone. Round 3. Now, we've got a new guy. He's an amateur. He's been, well, almost an amateur. He was just giving good rounds. And says, hey, you want to go in there and try and punch Sam? And he said, yeah, give me the opportunity. And he goes to town. He doesn't back down. He stands up to me, which is hard to do because I'm a big boy. But he goes in there and he does everything he can to get me. He hits me a couple times. He's making me think about what I'm doing. He's firing back in combination. So if any of you are new to MMA or boxing, something I'm not great at, because I have this natural power that I rely on too much, and I'm trying to change it. And here at Champion Corner Boxing, I'm hoping they can help me drill more than one punch at a time. But this man I'm boxing right now, he punches in combos. It's threes, it's fours. He throws a real good body shot. He feints it. He comes up top. He was a ton of fun to watch. A ton of fun to box. And now watch. You can see I'm having a great time. I know I've got the video edited out a little bit. That way my kids film me. He didn't do a bad job. Just did a great job. The angle's a little low, but he's the cameraman for 12 minutes. I can't complain. And it's my second holdest. I hold this. Ooh, there's a good crack. Now my goal, the coach told me, he said, listen, he's unexperienced, a lot smaller, and don't hurt anyone. I said, oh, of course not. If I can slip and dodge and move and get hit a couple times, I will have more fun than I have any right to do. So I'm in there trying to hit him, trying not to kill him. Ooh, there's a good hook. See, he's got that head movement. It's something I never developed. I'm working on it hard now, especially a lot of my training partners are smaller. I'm trying real hard to give them the opportunity to hit me so I can read it and slip it. I'm getting better at it. I'm not great at it yet. That was my son, Crosby. My kids came in and they love watching me spar. They love watching me fight. They've always, from day one. Here's a fun fact. With everyone except my youngest, they were all at the gym before they went home. They were born in a hospital and then they went to the gym. My youngest was born at home, so his didn't really count. There's my fifth youngest, that's number 5. I start number them. I lose track of them. At no point ever do I call them by the correct name the first time. So they become numbers. Number 1, get over here. Something my wife started doing is, as we get in the car, said, all right, everyone count off 1. She says 1, and my oldest says 1, and 2, younger than, down to 6. 6 doesn't talk yet, but it's funny to think he can. He just turned 2, actually, my youngest. Now I'm rambling a little bit, and so I hope you're still watching. Let me get back to some fight talk. Now, I know he's pushing forwards. I've watched him. I've been working with him now, and I watched him spar before me. He is real good at keeping that center of the ring. He pushes me back pretty strongly, and he comes in with the combinations. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep him on the outside, getting him to overextend where I can get my counter hook. I'm trying to force myself to land that cross like I just did. He lands a few crosses in a row here not long where I feel it's like, ooh. There's something about my big belly that people just love hitting. I don't understand it, but yeah, see, that one I felt. Like, oh, I can't let him finish this round on top. Good little hook. It's a good back and forth. Again, he's a little faster than I am, but he's far less experienced, so he doesn't quite have the timing I have. But I really did have a good time working with him. I was very thankful for him to work with me. And when I spar, I like doing 8-9 rounds. Boxing is a little different. And this is my 4th round, final round of the night. He's an amateur. He has a few fights. He's undefeated. I believe he was 3 or 4-0. And he came out super aggressive, like head hunting. I loved it. Gives me the opportunity to work on my head movement, my slipping. Now, boxing compared to karate or Muay Thai, I can't slip as much in my karate fights and my Muay Thai fights because the knees are there, the elbows are there, the kicks are there. In boxing, I can really work on it. And if I can continue working on the speed of my punch, if I can keep working on the speed of my punch, there's my 5th youngest, and my punch off the slip, that will help me immensely. It is a big goal of mine in the next 4.5 weeks of my camp to do. I'm going to start sparring a lot more. I'm always going to be wearing shoes, whether I'm grappling, wrestling, boxing, or kickboxing. I'm going to be wearing shoes. I'm going to be doing everything I can to protect my foot and make sure I get back into that pit at 100%. should say something. I don't want to say anything negative about Karate Combat, but their insurance is jerking me around. I don't have to pay for anything yet, which is wonderful. But I've been trying to get a bone growth stimulator for the last 5 weeks, and it just keeps not happening. Supposedly, I'm supposed to get one this week, but this is like the 4th week in a row that's been the case. So I'm hoping it comes through. I'm hoping the right people get agree with it, and I hope everything works out with it. Now he's doing a real good job of backing me up into the cage. I'm working the circling, which in the UFC I was never great at, but I'm getting much better at it now post-UFC. Because of the speed of all the athletes in Karate Combat, I have to get the footwork down. I've spent a lot of time with my ladder drills, with my jumping rope, with everything I need to become that next level fighter. Doing everything I can to be as good a fighter as anyone could be. And that footwork is something that if I had a little bit more of while in the UFC, that stupid Michael who got me out of the UFC wouldn't have landed that first punch to break my jaw. So I'm working well here, staying on the outside, and it's hard to do. He's a southpaw. I hate fighting southpaws. Stupid southpaws should be illegal, and I'm a southpaw, so I can say that. Fighting gingers should be illegal too. At least me fighting gingers. They're just tougher than they should be. It's ridiculous. My last fight where I broke my foot, as you saw at the opening sequence of this video, I was working with Ed Herman. He was just down there on vacation. He messaged me, "Hey Sam, you got an extra room or something?" I said, "Yeah, shoot, I got it." So we got him a room. He and his girlfriend came down. "You want to corner me?" I said, "Yeah, I'll corner you." And we just went to town from there. I went up and helped him train a couple times. Super nice guy. Like, y'all don't understand how nice a guy Ed Herman is. And he's a good cook too. If ever y'all should message Ed Herman how good a cook he is. Smiling Sam says he is. I was up there for a week and he just cooked everything for everyone and just loved doing it. There's my third oldest right there. That's Crosby. And there's my daughter, my oldest. My oldest is about to turn 11. It's like, oh man, I'm getting so old so fast. It's ridiculous. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the round. Thanks for watching, guys. Tell me in the comments what I did wrong, what I need to do more of. And again, thanks for watching. I got unmonetized here on YouTube not long ago, and they said I was stealing footage, and I wasn't. I didn't. It was all original except for one post, one short. They didn't get any warnings. They just demonetized me, the bastards. So now I'm working on getting that back. So thank you for the support. Thank you for the love, guys. I'm going to keep growing this channel, and you're going to be there with me, I hope.